In the first lesson of Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert T. Kiyosaki, the core idea is that the rich don't work for money, instead, they make money work for them. Kiyosaki contrasts his two father figures, his biological father, Poor Dad, who worked hard but faced financial struggles, and his best friend's father, Rich Dad, who became wealthy without a high level of formal education. Rich Dad teaches that the poor and middle class remain trapped in the cycle of working for money out of fear and desire. They fear not having enough money and desire the material possessions money can buy, which keeps them stuck in the rat race. Rich Dad explains that to break free from this cycle, it's essential to understand how money works and to face the truth about one's emotions related to money. He stresses that many people are controlled by their fear of not having money, leading them to make emotional, rather than logical, financial decisions. They work hard to earn money, hoping it will alleviate their fear, but this strategy never addresses the root cause. Rich Dad urges learning to manage emotions and think critically about money. Kiyosaki and his friend Mike learn this lesson by working for Rich Dad for free. This experience teaches them to resist the lure of a paycheck and to look for ways to generate income independently. They eventually create a successful comic book library business, which demonstrates the principle that true financial freedom comes from having money work for them, not the other way around. The first lesson underscores the importance of developing financial intelligence, managing emotions, and finding ways to generate passive income to achieve lasting financial independence. In the second lesson of Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert T. Kiyosaki emphasizes the importance of financial literacy as a foundation for building wealth. Rich Dad teaches that understanding the difference between assets and liabilities is crucial. An asset is something that puts money in your pocket, while a liability takes money out of your pocket. Rich Dad explains that many people mistakenly believe their homes are assets when they are actually liabilities due to ongoing expenses like maintenance and taxes. To become wealthy, one must focus on acquiring income-producing assets, such as rental properties, stocks, and bonds, while minimizing liabilities. Using simple diagrams, Rich Dad illustrates how assets generate income and increase wealth over time, while liabilities drain financial resources. He points out that many people, despite earning a good income, struggle financially because they lack this basic understanding. Financial literacy, Rich Dad argues, involves not just earning money but also managing and growing it. This knowledge is vital for avoiding common financial pitfalls, such as accumulating debt or overspending, which can prevent long-term financial success. Kiyosaki learns that the key to financial independence is continuously investing in assets and reducing liabilities. By doing so, one can build a steady stream of passive income that eventually surpasses expenses, leading to true wealth and financial security. This lesson underscores the necessity of financial education in achieving and maintaining financial health. In the third lesson of Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert T. Kiyosaki underscores the importance of focusing on your own business rather than just your profession. Rich Dad teaches that while many people define themselves by their job titles, like being a banker or teacher, they often neglect to build their own financial assets. Rich Dad uses Ray Kroc, the founder of McDonald's, as an example. Kroc famously said he wasn't in the hamburger business but in the real estate business, owning valuable properties that were crucial to McDonald's success. This highlights a critical lesson. True wealth is built by investing in assets and managing your own financial interests, not merely by working for someone else. The lesson emphasizes the distinction between your profession, what you do for a paycheck, and your business, how you build and manage your assets. Rich Dad advises that while you can maintain your day job, you should also actively work on growing your asset column. This means investing in income-generating assets like real estate, stocks, or businesses that don't require your constant presence. The key takeaway is to mind your own financial business by focusing on creating and expanding assets. By doing so, you can build long-term wealth and financial security, rather than relying solely on a paycheck from a job. In the fourth lesson of Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert T. Kiyosaki explores the historical context of taxes and the advantages offered by corporations. Rich Dad critiques the common perception of taxes and highlights how understanding tax strategies can be a powerful tool for wealth building. Kiyosaki begins by explaining that many people view figures like Robin Hood as heroes who take from the rich and give to the poor. However, Rich Dad challenges this view by arguing that the rich often end up paying less in taxes than the middle class, who bear a heavier tax burden. This discrepancy arises because the tax system was designed with certain biases. Originally, taxes were temporary measures imposed for specific needs, like wartime funding. However, permanent income taxes were introduced in England in 1874 and later in the United States in 1913. Initially, these taxes targeted the wealthy, but over time, they expanded to affect the middle class more significantly. This shift resulted in a heavier tax load on those who are often more educated and higher earning but less equipped to manage their tax obligations effectively. Rich Dad explains that the wealthy have found ways to navigate the tax system through the use of corporations. He describes how corporations, which have been around since the days of sailing ships, provide a legal structure that allows for a lower tax rate compared to individual income tax rates. By leveraging corporations, the wealthy can take advantage of various tax benefits, deductions, and credits that reduce their overall tax liability. Kiyosaki emphasizes that understanding these tax advantages is crucial for anyone looking to build and preserve wealth. By utilizing corporate structures and tax strategies, individuals can minimize their tax burdens and retain more of their earnings. This strategic approach to taxes is a key component of financial planning and wealth management. The lesson ultimately conveys that being financially savvy includes mastering the tax system and employing strategies to legally reduce tax obligations. This knowledge allows individuals to maximize their financial resources, invest more effectively, and build long-term wealth. In the fifth lesson of Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert T. Kiyosaki introduces the idea that the rich create money through financial intelligence and innovative thinking. This lesson highlights the power of creativity and resourcefulness in wealth building. Rich Dad asserts that financial intelligence, the ability to recognize and seize opportunities, is a critical asset. He explains that wealth is not just about having money but about the ability to generate it from ideas and strategic decisions. This concept involves understanding market dynamics, recognizing opportunities, and being willing to act on them. Kiyosaki provides a practical example from his own experience. During a period of economic downturn in Arizona in the early 1990s, Kiyosaki and his wife, Kim, spotted a lucrative opportunity. They purchased a property worth $75,000 for just $20,000 by borrowing a small amount of money from a friend. They then sold the house quickly for $60,000 with no down payment required from the buyer. This deal not only demonstrated their financial creativity but also showed how innovative thinking can lead to substantial profits. The lesson emphasizes that creating wealth often involves seeing what others miss. Markets are full of fluctuations and opportunities, and developing financial intelligence allows individuals to capitalize on these situations. This kind of intelligence involves more than just knowing how to invest. It means understanding how to make strategic decisions that generate income and create value. Kiyosaki encourages readers to develop a mindset that embraces financial opportunities rather than fearing economic uncertainty. By enhancing one's financial intelligence and thinking creatively, individuals can identify and act on opportunities that others might overlook. This approach fosters a proactive attitude towards wealth creation and positions one to capitalize on potential gains, even in challenging economic conditions. The essence of the fifth lesson is that financial success comes from inventing money through clever thinking and strategic actions, rather than merely working harder. It underscores the importance of cultivating a keen sense for opportunities and using one's financial knowledge to generate wealth in innovative ways. In the sixth lesson of Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert T. Kiyosaki stresses the importance of working to learn rather than simply working for money. This lesson focuses on the value of acquiring diverse skills and knowledge to achieve long-term financial success. Rich Dad emphasizes that many people focus solely on earning money through their jobs but fail to invest in learning new skills that could enhance their financial opportunities. He argues that the most successful individuals continuously seek to expand their knowledge, particularly in areas that will improve their ability to generate income and manage finances effectively. Kiyosaki shares a personal anecdote to illustrate this lesson. He recounts an interaction with a Singaporean journalist who aspired to be a best-selling author but struggled with book sales. Despite her talent, she was resistant to taking a sales course that could have improved her ability to market her novels. This reluctance highlights a common issue. Many talented people fail to succeed financially because they lack crucial skills such as sales and marketing. Rich Dad teaches that working to learn involves more than just performing tasks related to one's current job. It means actively seeking out and acquiring new skills that can enhance one's financial acumen. For instance, learning about sales, marketing, accounting, and business management can significantly boost one's ability to succeed financially. Kiyosaki himself used this principle while working at Xerox. He focused on building his asset column by understanding accounting and cash management, which later helped him analyze investments and start his own company. Rich Dad advised that continuous learning and skill development are essential for financial growth. The lesson underscores that successful people do not just work hard for a paycheck, they work to learn new skills that can provide them with greater financial opportunities and autonomy.